Nature has sounded its first powerful alarm, sending a clear message that the seasons are shifting in dramatic fashion. The atmosphere is restless, and the signs are impossible to ignore. For the coming cold season, the transition is anything but subtle. The first flakes drift down, carried by gusts that hint at the intensity still to come, as the landscape braces for a sudden transformation. The National Weather Service has issued a significant winter storm warning for California's Sierra Nevada, a region known for its dramatic weather shifts but rarely this early or this intense. This is not a gentle introduction to winter, it's a forceful, early arrival in mid-October 2025. The mountains, usually just beginning to cool, are now shrouded in thick clouds and heavy snow, catching many by surprise. The warning marks the official start of the winter storm season, transforming serene landscapes into zones of extreme weather in just a matter of hours. Valleys and forests that were peaceful and green are now blanketed in white, as if overnight. The storm is a classic atmospheric river, drawing vast amounts of moisture from the Pacific and unleashing it on northern California. These rivers in the sky are capable of delivering weeks' worth of precipitation in a single event, reshaping the environment below. For Sierra Nevada communities, this is a pivotal moment, the end of the dry season, when residents shift from summer routines to urgent winter preparations. Stores fill with people stocking up, and neighbors check in on each other, knowing what's at stake. It's the start of snow, ice, and cold, conditions that will define daily life for months to come, bringing both beauty and challenge to those who call these mountains home. The heaviest snowfall is expected through Monday evening, tapering off by Wednesday morning, a narrow window for preparation. Communities must act quickly to clear roads, secure homes, and ensure everyone's safety before the next wave arrives. The scale of this event shows how interconnected our planet's weather is, with far-reaching impacts that ripple far beyond California. What happens here is part of a much larger story, shaped by global forces. Understanding the science behind the storm is the first step to navigating its challenges safely. As experts track every shift and swirl, their insights help communities prepare, adapt, and weather the storm together. In a mountain storm, elevation is everything. The higher you go, the more dramatic the transformation becomes. What starts as rain in the foothills quickly turns to snow as you climb. This invisible boundary, dictated by temperature and altitude, shapes the entire landscape during a winter storm. Elevation decides if you get rain or snow, and that difference can mean everything for communities, travelers, and the environment. As the storm sweeps in, the snow line acts as a dividing line, separating wet roads from icy ones and green valleys from white-capped peaks. The snow line is expected between 5,000 and 7,000 feet, meaning valleys get rain while higher elevations brace for heavy snow. This sharp contrast creates a patchwork of weather, with rain nourishing the lower lands and snow piling up above. Along Interstate 80 and Highway 50, forecasts call for 4 to 8 inches, enough to make travel hazardous. Drivers must be prepared for slick roads, reduced visibility, and the possibility of sudden closures as conditions change rapidly. South of Highway 50, snow totals jump to 1 to 2 feet, isolating some communities. Residents may find themselves snowed in, relying on local resources and each other until roads are cleared. The highest Sierra peaks could see up to 3 feet, forming the foundation of California's crucial snowpack. This deep accumulation is essential, storing water that will slowly melt and feed rivers and reservoirs throughout the spring and summer. This heavy, wet Sierra cement snow is great for ski bases, building a solid foundation for winter sports. But its weight also threatens trees and power lines, bending branches and sometimes snapping them under the load. Its weight can cause outages and block roads, making preparation essential. Utility crews and road workers stand ready, knowing that quick response can make all the difference for safety and access. This storm is more than weather, it's a vital deposit into California's water bank. Each flake that falls is a promise of water for the dry months ahead, sustaining cities, farms, and wildlife. Knowing the type and amount of snow helps us anticipate both the beauty and the challenges ahead. From the thrill of fresh powder to the risks of heavy snow, every storm tells a story of elevation, accumulation, and the delicate balance that sustains life in the Sierra. The Lake Tahoe Basin sits directly in the crosshairs of this powerful winter storm, a system that meteorologists have been tracking for days as it barrels across the Sierra Nevada. The region is no stranger to snow, but this event is shaping up to be something extraordinary, with the potential to rewrite early season records. Forecasts aren't just calling for a dusting or a few inches. This time, the snow is expected to fall in feet, not inches. The difference is dramatic, and it means a total transformation of the landscape in just a matter of hours. Communities like Truckee and South Lake Tahoe are bracing for an astonishing 3 to 6 feet of snow. For mid-October, this is almost unheard of, turning autumn scenes into a deep winter wonderland overnight. Residents are rushing to prepare, knowing that such a rapid change can bring both beauty and danger. At the highest elevations, especially at the region's renowned ski resorts, snow totals could soar past 10 feet. This much snow in such a short time creates significant avalanche risks, and the sheer weight can strain power lines, roofs, and roads, putting local infrastructure to the test. For the ski industry, this storm is a dream come true, an early-season jackpot that promises a strong start to winter tourism. But before the lifts can spin, the region must first weather the storm's initial fury, with blizzard conditions and whiteout visibility. Travel will become nearly impossible as roads disappear beneath drifts and visibility drops to near zero. Residents are urged to prepare for days of isolation, stocking up on food, water, and other essentials to ride out the storm safely. Backup heat sources, like firewood, generators, and propane, are vital in case power lines go down. Preparation is not just smart, it's essential for safety and comfort during these intense conditions. Yet, as the snow eventually melts, it will feed Lake Tahoe's famously clear waters, replenishing the lake and supporting the delicate ecosystem that depends on this annual cycle. This storm is both a hazard and a blessing, dangerous in the short term, but absolutely vital for the region's water supply and environmental health in the long run. It's a powerful reminder of nature's dual role here in the Sierra, both challenging those who live and visit, and sustaining life through its cycles of abundance and adversity. Preparation, respect, and resilience are key to weathering storms like this, ensuring that communities not only survive, but thrive in the face of nature's extremes. The storm's most immediate threat is to travel. Sierra passes are becoming impassable. Authorities have closed Interstate 80 near the Nevada line, and multiple high-elevation passes, severing key transportation links. These early closures highlight the storm's severity and the life-threatening risk of travel. Chain controls are mandatory on open roads, but even with precautions, driving is perilous. Heavy, wet snow and ice make road clearing a monumental challenge. Officials urge everyone: avoid non-essential travel into the high Sierra until the storm passes. Whiteout conditions from snow and wind can drop visibility to zero in seconds. The risk of becoming stranded or lost is extremely high. The unified message Maywo: stay off mountain roads and let crews do their work. Safety comes first. Wait for the all clear before venturing out. Beyond the snow, the storm's invisible danger is the wind. Gusts up to 145 mph, rivaling a Category 4 hurricane. These winds can snap trees, damage structures, and turn debris into hazards. Combined with heavy snow, they create blizzard conditions and whiteouts, making travel nearly impossible. Visibility can drop to just a few feet, disorienting even experienced drivers. The wind also increases the risk of falling trees and power lines, compounding the danger. Power outages become likely, and losing heat in a blizzard is life-threatening. Winds shape the snowpack, creating unstable drifts and raising avalanche risks. Even after the storm, wind-loaded slopes remain hazardous for outdoor enthusiasts. The wind is not just noise, it's a force that multiplies every hazard of the storm. Heed warnings and stay sheltered until conditions improve. To understand this storm's power, look to the equatorial Pacific. La Niña is in play. La Niña's cooler ocean temperatures shift the jet stream, steering storms straight into Northern California. This pattern brings colder, wetter, and snowier conditions, as seen with this storm. La Niña is expected to persist all winter, raising the odds of more powerful storms ahead. This has big implications for water, recreation, and emergency planning. Recognizing La Niña's role connects local weather to global climate forces. It's the why behind this epic October blizzard. While the mountains get snow, lower elevations face intense rain and flood risks. The National Weather Service has issued flood watches for areas like Mariposa County and Yosemite Valley. Hardened ground and wildfire burn scars can't absorb the deluge, leading to flash floods and mudslides. On burned scars, rain runs off rapidly, triggering dangerous debris flows that can destroy homes and roads. For some, rain is a blessing. For others, it's a life-threatening hazard. California's challenge: managing water and land, where one disaster can set the stage for another. The storm tests preparedness statewide, from blizzards to mudslides. It's a reminder that a single storm can bring a spectrum of hazards across the state. Heavy, wet snow and fierce winds are a recipe for widespread power outages in the Sierra. Trees and branches snap under the weight, taking down power lines and plunging communities into darkness. For residents, losing power in a blizzard is a serious emergency. Heat, light, and communication are at risk. Repair crews face dangerous, slow work in treacherous conditions, so outages may last days. Residents are urged to prepare emergency kits and backup heat sources. The storm has also forced closures in Yosemite and Lassen Volcanic National Parks, shutting down iconic roads and trails. These closures highlight the storm's power to transform and restrict access to even the wildest places. Nature sets the terms. Our role is to respect and adapt. The storm's cascading impacts show how deeply weather can disrupt daily life and our connection to the land. The best advice in a storm like this: prioritize safety and heed official warnings. Avoid travel into the high Sierra unless absolutely necessary. Postpone trips and stay informed. If you must travel, winterize your vehicle and carry a full emergency kit: food, water, blankets, flashlight, and chains. At home, prepare for outages with flashlights, radios, non-perishable food, and backup power if possible. Never use outdoor grills or generators indoors. Carbon monoxide is deadly. Check on vulnerable neighbors and stay updated with official alerts. Preparation and community support are key to weathering the storm. Respect nature's power and make wise decisions to stay safe. With caution and readiness, we can endure the storm and appreciate the beauty it leaves behind.